to the very first episode of the Weekly Fools.
Which is where we dive into all kinds of chaos and curiosity each week.
We'll be serving up.
Quote of the week, Star Wars memes, this week in history, unpopular opinions, and plenty of off-the-rail antics along the way.
Oh, sounds like fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Jump in the comments, log into YouTube. Let's get this foolery started.
Seriously, log into YouTube and make those comments. We'll do a live review later in the show of y'all's comments, and let's hop into it.
We'll shout out and that. So just keep in mind that this is Boyd. I'm James.
Yeah.
That we just wanted to do this show, something that we could do together. I hope you enjoy our beach attire that we have on today. We thought, I don't know, we're thinking how we can do this show and what we can do and have different little themes every week. But we haven't got that far into it, but we're going to have fun with it. Something that Boyd can do with me, I can do with him, and just we hang out together and have fun. And we're going to do our best to do live stream this particular week because we are just rushed for time, and we wanted to get this first one out the door because we've been talking about doing this for like a year or longer. And here it finally comes to fruition. And we really did all the work this week because we didn't do anything before like the last few days. So we hope you enjoy it. We know that it'll get better over time. And then there's Boyd watching. He can't stay off his phone. He's already watching YouTube while I'm talking here. So that's how this channel is gonna roll. But anyway, so yeah.
All right. So here we go.
Somebody's not ready. Quote time.
Quote time.
All right. So we're gonna have different segments in our channel, in our show that we do, just kind of to mimic like either, I don't know about Saturday Night Live, but Good Mythical Morning. Whoa, that jumped up there awful fast.
Sorry. Sorry.
So let's jump into it, I guess. Quote time. So mine is whenever there's a hard job to be done, I assign it to a lazy man. He's sure to find an easy way of doing it. Walter Chrysler, the Chrysler Corporation founder. Something about this particular quote resonates with me, just because I tend to put myself in as that lazy man. I find easier ways to doing things, just like doing this show, just like anything that I do on YouTube, anything that Boyd does on YouTube, that we're looking for ways to repeat simple steps so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel for every time we do something like that. So that's the goal anyway, that we can kind of just go through and do those. So anyway, Boyd.
All right. My quote of the week, whatever you call it, weekly quote is, "Do or do not. There is no try." And Yoda episode 5 of Star Wars. So I really like this quote. It's, first of all, it's a classic quote. About everyone knows it. And then second of all, it's Star Wars. I love me some Star Wars. And there's just truth to this quote. It's like, there's no middle thing. Like, it's either you do it or you don't do it. Like he says, there is no try.
So yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that's a great quote. And so here we are, we're trying. Well, I don't know. There is no try. We're doing this channel right here, right now.
Oh,
all right, moving on.
Hold up.
We got to figure out how this software works.
Yeah, new software. Oh.
And we've lost it.
Yeah, we lost it.
So
we don't need that one.
But we do need that one. What happened to it?
It didn't get set up in time.
No, it didn't get set up in time. So this week So our goal is to kind of have transitions in between each little segment that we do. And so this one here, do you have the little thing ready to go?
The
Yep.
after.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Not the
here's a little section that we're going to do throughout the channel. It's just some cheesy dad jokes because I insisted on them. But the first one is me, and this is one that I came up with like 20 plus years ago before Boyd was born. We used to sit around and eating chips and dip, and then it was a whole big thing back then. It's like, oh, you're going to double dip? So I came up with this quote. It's like, if you're going to double dip, at least flip the chip. So that's my
dad jokes.
Dad jokes. So I think that's freaking awesome. All right, moving on.
Okay. Let's put. All right. Hold up. We'll find it. Tricks. See, I gotta learn this stuff because someone didn't want to give me extra time, and all right. Well, I don't know if it's gonna work. Hold up.
We're gonna try this. So yeah, part of this process is just is us figuring out how this thing works and also streamlining it so that it does. We don't have a professional crew here. It's just Boyd and me, so we don't know what we're doing. Boyd is the one who does the channel, and I tell him, this is what I want, and. No, we're just we're just trying to figure things out as we go. But the tip, I think the next segment is called tips and tricks, and basically we just have to. We've got some of this stuff built, maybe.
Oh yeah, we got it. We got it.
Really got it built.
Hold up, one extra.
So yeah, we're still. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
That was a little glitchy.
Tips and tricks. And then it jumps out to, I don't know what's going on here, but we got all kinds of stuff in the background. And stuff that we're not presenting.
Is this not it?
That's not tips and tricks.
That's not tips and tricks.
Your tips and tricks.
Here it is.
Adobe.
So my tips and trick is in the Adobe app called After Effects. You have this is just random tips, right? I don't know. We just came up with it. In Adobe app After Effects, you have to export to be able to export a transparent graphic, you have to export it as a QuickTime video. So what that means, basically, here we go. Here's our graphic, right? And so it does that little thing right there, right? So if you come over to, hold up. If you come over to up here, you got to export, and you come over to add to render queue. And then over here, scroll down a little bit, and you get this little thing. And what you have to do, as I said, you have to make it a QuickTime video. So you come up to format, and then scroll down a little bit to QuickTime. Another little thing, you got to do it RGB and alpha, and then you press OK. And then you set it to where you want, and then render it. And that's the little tip.
So, do you have an example of what that looks like?
Of what looks like?
What does the output look like? Do you have one handy?
Yes. The output, like that.
Okay.
Right?
Is it transparent?
Yes.
This is where
you got me.
This is where I don't know anything what he's talking about. So kind of like it's.
Okay, there we go.
I can hear me?
Yes.
Oh. Well, there you go. I don't know what just happened on there.
I was trying to show.
My hope is you guys kind of got a tip and a trick on there, and We'll make that better next time.
We will.
It'll be much better next time. We promise. Well, we don't promise anything. So
we try. Or no, we do. We do.
Right or wrong, we're going to do it. Okay. Next thing. That was our tips and trick of the day, of the week. Moving on to the next one.
Hold up. Tips and tricks. There we go.
Oh, there was our tips and tricks one. So it's gone.
Yeah.
What's next?
Oh, what's next? Crap. Hold up. We're pulling up. Oh,
random facts. So random facts. Boyd, you got this one?
I do got this one. Should I show it on the screen? Does it?
I don't think it matters.
All right. So our random fact for this week, or kind of just for a day ago, is June 20th is the summer solstice. At least in the northern hemisphere, it is the longest day of the year in terms of daylight. From here on, the days will gradually start getting shorter in the year. So this will.
So yay for us! The days are getting shorter now, which I always hate because but it's very gradual. You don't even notice it until the next thing you know, it's getting dark at 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting that it starts in June 20th because we still have all summer to go, and we don't really notice that over the next couple of months, the days will be shorter by a good 30 to 60 minutes. So, yeah, it's interesting in that regard. So the next segment.
There we go. This is what we were wanting to do. Goodness, now we just gotta hold up.
So I promise next week this will be a smoother transition.
Yeah.
Because I thought that you'd already made all these things and they are just going to click the button and it was going to show up on there.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. What is this?
So how about we just skip that? What do we call it?
We call it weekly finds.
Oh yeah, weekly finds. So here.
Oh.
And you got to go to the.
Hold up. I'm getting it.
Okay.
It's doing its magic.
It's still doing its magic.
It's been doing its magic. There we go.
Oh, weekly finds.
Why that's so glitchy.
And then it jumped over there. So our weekly finds, look at that.
So, yeah, start talking about it.
No, this one's yours.
Oh, this is mine. Hey.
It has your name on it.
So this is our Cliff Bar. We love these. They're amazing. White chocolate macadamia nut. They have organic oats, maybe some, they are energy bars, non-GMO. I'm not quite sure what that means, but they are it. They're plant-based protein bars. This particular set that we're looking up holds 15 to a pack. Let's see. Has great taste. It sustains your energy. It's quality ingredients by far. I mean, this is like one of their best Cliff Bars. Definitely good ingredients. I mean, overall, the Cliff Bars, and it saves you energy for like any adventure if you want to take a bite of these, or yeah, it gives you a bunch of energy. Do you have any say about?
So yeah,
all right.
We. Oh look, weekly finds back to us. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Festivus miracle.
Yeah.
And look, there's an ad playing on our channel. Mm-hmm. Hey, so yeah, the Cliff Bars, we do order them. So just a little tidbit about weekly finds is this is our nod to our sponsor because we don't have any sponsors. But what we do have is a now I'm drawing a total blank as to what it's called. It's a what is it called whenever you have a
promo.
Well, it's a promo, but
promo without the money.
Promo without the money. No.
Plug.
So we have a link on YouTube that we will have down below in the description. So feel free to click on that. And that takes you to Amazon, where you can purchase those, the same place that I purchase these at 15 pack. And I put them on a subscription plan, so they're a little bit cheaper than what they are when it shows on the screen, I think. But yeah, so um, the beautiful thing about it is that if you purchase things through our, that's what I was looking for, affiliate links.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of kickback from that, and that's how we can grow more for our channel. So we're just looking for ways to, one, increase our revenue stream to be able to do more and fancier things. Maybe we hire an editor or hire someone to train us how the software works.
I don't know how it works.
I'm just joking, but still. So, but yeah, so Cliff Bars, we love them. I eat them all the time. Boyd eats them all the time. So
I had one earlier today.
we do enjoy those. But click on the affiliate link. It's not in the description right now, but it will be after the show. But yeah, anything you can help us out. So these weekly finds, we'll have a couple of them in each episode every week, just to kind of show you the things that we actually use and get off of Amazon, and that we have affiliate links for. So yes, please help us out. I will say that I've logged into Amazon with other people's username and passwords, like Lloyd's or my kids or somebody's, and the prices are the exact same. It's just that they would give us a little bit of percentage if you used our affiliate link. So feel free to use those if you choose. So yeah, much appreciated. All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, it doesn't. It's not up there yet.
It's not up there yet.
Well, I can't change it mid-show.
Okay. So next segment is another version of dad jokes. And so this is I get to do this one.
Just remember, don't talk afterwards.
The don't talk after. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got pulled over for the police. That was apparently his first speeder, because when he got to my window, he said, "I've been waiting all day for you." And I replied, "I got here as fast as I can."
Dad jokes. Goodness.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Here's my segment, my specially acquitted segment. I think I used that word right. going, but I don't know.
It was the echo. Choose the echo.
Here's the echo. Hello, 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 hello.
Okay, that works.
Okay. Well, all right. Restart. There we go. Battlefront 3. It's a big wanted game from the community of Battlefront 2, and basically it's just Star Wars. It's a Star Wars game, and so it says raise your hand if you want Battlefront 3. The entire Star Wars gaming community right now, and they're all raising their hands because we want Battlefront 3. Cause I don't know, it hasn't came out yet. They've talked about making it, but it's been a couple of years and they just haven't released anything. So that's Battlefront. That's that meme. Our second meme is this one. The teacher says, "What's so funny?" Me, nothing. Please continue. My brain, Jar Jar Sphinx. So it's stupid because it's Jar Jar Binks play on words, but it's the Sphinx from the Egyptians. Our next one, Mona Misa. This one's a little funny because it's another play on words with Mona Misa instead of Mona Lisa, and Jar Jar Binks says Misa Jar Jar Binks. I don't know, something like that. And if you look at it, you can't even see how it was edited in. It looks so real. Right, like right up there, right? And then our fourth one. 6-year-old me opening automatic doors. And he's doing the force. It's just funny because it's Baby Yoda Grogu, and he got his little hand out. It's just iconic, I guess. Um. All right, and that'll about wrap it up for Star Wars memes. So here we go back to full screen.
Full screen.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Well, thanks, Floyd, for that information about stuff I know nothing about.
You're welcome.
We had as usual, we'll have a little glitches here and there with sound. I don't know what happened there, but there was obviously our sound. Thankfully, we had Ashley and Kennedy send us text messages saying, "Hey, you goobers aren't talking at all. We can't hear you. We see your lips moving, but there's no sound." So appreciate those guys. Appreciate yeah. So here we are. It sounds like we have the sound back.
Yeah.
So do we have the next transition?
Oh, I didn't even notice the thing.
I was doing all that filler talk while I was hoping you were going to be doing this part.
It's not.
Oh, look at that. This week in history. All right. So this section is just going to be, because we wanted to do things a little bit more educational, funny things here and there, just have open chatter, and things that we could actually do a talk about. So we're trying to make sure our mic still works. We don't know where the volume is coming from.
So I think it's coming from we have a little mic system that's a little thing. So we think it's from that.
We don't know that for sure, but maybe not. So change it to the echo, because this one does noise canceling and other things. But
just keep talking.
So yeah, this is what we're gonna do is just go through this week in history. So we did a little research to try to find hello.
There we go.
Hello.
It works. Do we sound better, guys? We ought to sound better.
Maybe. All right. So this week in history. So basically just did a little research on the dates of this previous week, like the 15th through the 20th, 21st or so. Yeah, the 21st. And we cherry pick stuff that fits things that we think that we'd want to present on the show. So some of it's all of it's thing. I don't know. It's just whatever. So it is what it is. But yeah. So June 15th in history, in 1775, George Washington was appointed our commander in chief. The Continental Congress selected George Washington to lead the Continental Army, a pivotal moment in guiding the American Revolution. So,
That's
1775, before we
That's pretty
became a
important.
country, yeah. So pretty important in history. So kind of yeah. I don't think we would be here if it weren't for that kind of stuff. So, in 1919, the first nonstop transatlantic flight. So I can
Atlantic.
yeah. So in transatlantic flight, pioneering aviators, I don't know these people's name, Alcock and Brown completed the first nonstop flight from Newfoundland. I can't say that to Ireland, Newfoundland, advancing global aviation. So we're glad for that because we love to travel. Boyd and his sister and his mom are going to be going to Japan here in a couple weeks, and Ashley and I just got back from Portugal, so we spent a month in Portugal, and it was, the truth is, it wasn't that bad of a flight nowadays. I can only imagine how bad it was back in 1919. Where did they get the gas, right? How did they get the gas to fuel up? I don't know how they did that stuff, but anyway, ours had bathrooms. I'll just throw that out there. I bet that 1919 they were doing stuff over the side of the airplane. So okay, moving on. June 15th, 2012. Nick Walinda tightroped over Niagara Falls, demonstrating exceptional human courage and skill went on to cross the Niagara Falls on a tightrope before 100,000 spectators.
Wow.
So that is kind of crazy. Boyd and I have been to Niagara Falls. We didn't go over the top of it. We went down to the bottom in that Maid of the Mist ship or boat, whatever, and we got drenched. Yeah, it was pretty awesome though. Do you remember that?
Somewhat. I mean, I still have the video on the channel that we're doing this live stream on right now. It's my main channel with 1,000 subscribers. I shoot out
1,306 maybe.
Yep.
1,306 as of today, I think.
Yeah.
So if you're not already subscribing, subscribe to his channel.
But we made you can go scroll way back. It was kind of closer to the start of my YouTube channel that we have a couple of, I think at least one video of what I did of what we saw at Niagara
Yeah,
Falls.
I made one of the videos and put a screen cover over it and it misspelled Niagara.
Did you? Goodness.
All right. So June 17th. We just skipped right over June 16th. There was evidently nothing happened in history on June 16th ever.
Goodness. So June 17th, 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York Harbor from France. So this is a real big event in history where I think it was part of a peace treaty or something between America and France.
Yeah, this is going to show us how our knowledge of history right here, because we probably don't know. We'll just make stuff up. But I think it was more of a gift for U.S. helping France against the British.
Yeah,
I think.
Was it U.S. or was it the 13 colonies?
No, well, it was the U.S. It was because it's 1885.
Yeah.
I think at somewhere in the 1800s, France had a skirmish with Britain. I think, but I could be wrong. Boy, we both could be wrong, right?
Yeah.
But it's fun to guess. But for some reason, in my mind, it's bringing back that we helped France stop a Britain invasion of some sort, but maybe not. But anyway, I do know it was a gift from France to the U.S. for something.
Keep talking.
So okay, so moving on to June 18th, Sally Ride, and this is in 1983. So in 1983, Sally Ride became the first American woman in space aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. So one giant leap for womankind there. So that's kind of nice. I so moving on. Oh look, this is the problem we have is too many screens to look at, and we can see things that happened in the past. We can see things that we're talking in live stream right now. So
Yeah.
we'll work out those kinks. So moving on to June 19th.
Where am I? All right, June 19th. We have two dates. First is 1865. This was the day that the Union General Gordon Granger arrived in
Galveston.
Which is in Texas, and he announced the end of slavery. And so basically, this is about Juneteenth, and he announced the end of slavery. What do I say? And June 19th is just celebrated today as a federal holiday in the U.S. ever since that.
Ever since then.
Not ever since.
No, they just so I can't remember what year it was, but probably in the last few years, the United States government created June 19th as a federal holiday celebrating when the Union General arrived in Galveston and let the slaves in Texas know. And notice it's in 1865, and this was like a year or so after the end of the Civil War. So it was news didn't spread like it does today.
Yeah.
So it took a long time for that news to travel down through Texas into other parts of the country. So June 19th, now referred to as Juneteenth. So.
All right. The next day is still June 19th, 1910. So this day is inaugural. Am I saying that right? Inaugural?
Yeah.
Inaugural Father's Day. So Spokane. Wisconsin? I don't know. Washington. Spokane, Washington.
He's still got 3 years of school before he gets out of high school, so just give him a break on that.
Spokane held the
Spokane. Yeah, Spokane.
Spokane, Washington held the first Father's Day, honoring Dad. Honoring Dad.
Me. They made it just for me.
Oh, honoring my dad. And it is now a cherished international tradition to honor your dad on Father's Day, June 19th, 1910.
So now it was, I think, obviously that was the first Father's Day in Spokane, Washington, but it's, I don't know when it was turned into a federal, I don't even, it's not necessarily a federal holiday. But we do celebrate it. It was last Sunday. I think we do it. I don't know how many Sundays into it, but every second or third Sunday in June, I think, is when it is nowadays. So yeah. Let's see, June 20th.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So June 20th. All right, where's it gonna?
Oh, you know what?
There's no date.
I didn't put the date in there. I think it was
50 years ago.
1985.
1985.
No.
What's this year?
It would be 1975. It's 50 years. That's all I know.
Yeah, so
1975
minus 30. Yep, 1975. 1975. Jaws was released in the United States. The movie Jaws, not a.
Dun, 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 dun. That's Batman.
Oh no! I don't know. This movie is often credited as the first summer blockbuster, and it changed the movie marketing forever. Plus, it also made people very nervous about going into the water, like the beach, the lake.
Yeah, that movie. Here's the crazy story about that, right? Is 1975. I saw this movie at the theaters. and I'm pretty sure I was maybe 5, 6 years old at the most. And my mom took me to a drive-in theater. If you guys are from Little Rock area, we used to have a drive-in double theater that had them end to end. So a theater down here and a theater down here, and cars could park in the middle and point which way of what movie they were going to watch. And it was a Jaws Orca double feature. And I just begged my mom to take me to this movie, and she took me. I think we were in an old blue Rambler, if that tells you anything. And we put the speakers hanging on the window inside the car. And yeah, I was scared to death. And yeah, I don't know. I just can't even comprehend taking him when he was 5 years old to see Jaws. But yeah, that is for me, like if horror movies, I'm not a big horror movie fan, but that right there, I don't classify that as a horror movie, even though it is scary. But that movie right there is just great filmmaking, great writing, not great animatronics, but it was for the time of 1975. I just can't believe that it's been 50 years. That part for me is ridiculous. All right, so moving on, June 21st, which I think is today. Yep.
Yep.
So June 21st in 1788, the U.S. Constitution enacted. With New Hampshire's ratification, the U.S. Constitution officially went into effect, a cornerstone of American democracy. So we gained independence in 1776, and it took them, what, 22 years? No, not 22. I can't add either. So I got 3 more years of school to go to before I graduate. 12 years to enact the Constitution of the United States after we gained independence. So interesting. And now something here that kind of I have mixed feelings about this because we live in a day today, and this is one of the starts of this process where everything has to be immediate. We have microwaves, we have fast food, we have this, everything has got the internet, everything has to be right now. So in 1975, McDonald's, the first McDonald's drive-through opened in Sierra Vista, Arizona, and it kickstarted a new era of commerce in fast food.
That says convenience.
New convenience. Yeah, I can't read either. So 3 more years is all I got.
3 more years.
So yeah. So anyway, I really think that is some interesting stuff. But that also 50 years since the first drive-through, and you weren't around, so no comment, right?
No comment. McDonald's for me, I gotta say it's good. It's not bad. I only really like their breakfast stuff. I haven't really had their okay, I've tried their chicken nuggets. My mom says they're human flesh. But
I don't know about that.
I think they're pretty good. They're not bad. They got this special flavor to them that's not. It's like plastic chicken nugget, but it's good. All right. Let's.
Yeah, I don't know about me. I think if you asked him maybe 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, McDonald's was still top notch for him.
I don't think I've ever really. I've gone to a couple of times.
Maybe it was his sister.
I only really like the McGriddle. That's the only real thing I like. Chicken nuggets and the fries, that's good. But
I don't even like their fries. A lot of people love their fries. I'm not a big fries fan of theirs. I'd rather have like Wendy's fries
Freddy's.
Or no, I don't like Freddy's. They're too thin. I like Arby's new crinkle cut fries. I like those.
What about
I don't like the curly fries.
Red Robin steak fries.
Red Robin. Red Robin shut down here though. So
yeah.
Probably because we never went there.
They were good when you did go.
All right. Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
The Fool's Playlist.
I thought I put the wrong one on.
Yep.
I thought that said something about food.
So this is where we're gonna just say, what are we listening to this week? Playlist in that regard. So
well, yours isn't even music.
No, it's not.
So here, I'll go first. So I've been mainly listening to rock. I've mainly listened to rock my whole life. And I recently, not recently, it's been like what? Well, you don't know. It's been 2 years since I made this playlist, and I've come back to it. And right now I'm coming back to it, but I'm mainly getting back into Metallica. So it's my rock playlist. I think it's just on Amazon Music, rock something. I don't know, and it's got a lot of good people over like I think 100 hours, 120, 30 hours. But the main people that I like on it right now is AC/DC, Metallica, and Aerosmith. Those are my three top artists that I like to listen to right now.
And he's only 15, so and those bands have been around since I was a kid. So
Mhm.
well, Metallica was probably a little bit later than the 80s, but
Yeah.
I listened to Aerosmith growing up. I wasn't a big AC/DC fan. I mean, they had their songs, Back in Black and a couple others. So what's your favorite out of those three bands? What's your favorite song of them right now?
I gotta say it's actually we're going with Master of Puppets. Master of the Puppets. I think that's what it's called. Master of the Puppets.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's a Metallica song,
it
right?
is, yeah.
So Master of the Puppets. So it's over my head. I'm a little bit softer kind of person. So anyway, so for me, what I've been listening to the most this past week, for the last several weeks, because I don't have cable, we don't have ESPN, so I do a lot of listening to either sports talk, sports radio, or I'll play either YouTube channel vlogs on my phone while I'm walking and stuff. But lately, I've been listening to the Razorbacks baseball team get through the SEC championship, which they only played one game in there. But then they went out to the regional in Fayetteville, and they won. I think 3 games they won there. Boom, boom, boom. Moved on to the super regional. They won both their games in the super regional and put them into the College World Series. And they lost their first game against LSU, which kind of stunk 4-1 against probably one of the best pitchers in the country. And then they came back and threw a no hitter with one pitch away from being a perfect game by Gage Wood. And that was freaking awesome to listen to. And so that was that was fun. I think the next game they came along and they beat. That was the no hitter was against Murray State. Um, then they came back and beat who do they win next against? I don't even remember who. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, UCLA. So yeah, they beat UCLA and basically gave up not a no hitter, but they didn't give up any runs until the bottom of the ninth inning, and they won 7-3, and it was 7-0 going into the ninth, and then they gave up those 3 runs, and the next game it was back and forth a lot. Arkansas came out to an early 1-0 lead, then held them. It was 1-0, 1-0, all the way up until maybe the seventh inning. And then LSU scored a couple and took 2-1 lead. Arkansas came back and took 3-2 lead. LSU came back and took or tied it up 3-3. And then top of the ninth, Arkansas scores 2 runs, and it's 5-3 going into the bottom of the ninth, and all we got to do is hold them, right? And I can't remember all the details, but it was just horrible. We had them right where we wanted them, and it just took me back to the game a few years ago in the finals of the College World Series against Oregon State when we could have caught the foul ball and it would have ended the game and it would have been over. But we dropped the foul ball and then they scored, won that game, went to the next game and they won the next game. So after that, it was in LSU was similar in the fact that um, we had them up 5-3, and then our guy threw a double play ball instead of throwing second to first for the 2 outs with 1 out, it would have been over. But instead, he threw it to third base, got the dude forced out at third, left a guy on first and second. The next batter, boom. I think it was a stand-up single that got him home, or stand-up double, stand-up single. I can't remember. But got those 2 runners home, tied the game. And then the next batter, if I'm not mistaken anyway, um, it was going to be like a line out, I think, to outfield, and our guy dropped the ball, and the dude ran home from second, and the game was over, 6-5. It was kind of heartbreaking listening to it on the radio, and so anyway, so yeah, still reeling from that a little bit. I know a lot of people are, so but you know, hats off to the great season by the Hogs and Woo Pig Suey. Now we're just looking for something new to listen to on our walks and stuff.
Well, there you go. Enough of the sports talk, am I right?
Sorry to be a Debbie Downer too. That was kind of down a sad path right there. All right.
We can have a well, I guess two new segments: Debbie Downer segment and then a sports talk segment. All right, let's see.
It's like, do you remember what happened in Bambi at the beginning?
Goodness. All right.
Or every Disney movie at the beginning.
All right, so let's just get right into it.
Okay, our next segment, which we don't have a transition for, dad jokes. So Boyd's got this one here. This is his favorite too.
All right. I went to the doctor's recently. He said, "Don't eat anything fatty." I said, "Like what? Bacon and burgers?" He said, "No, fatty, don't eat anything." Oh.
He's dropping the ball here.
No, fatty, don't eat anything. Dad jokes.
Some people are like, I don't get it.
No, fatty. There's a comma.
That's pretty funny though. I like that one.
I really like that one.
All right. So our next segment, do we have a thing for it?
We do. There it is. Are you ready? Ooh, Big Suey.
Fool's watch list. Boom. I'll go first. This is a segment that just similar to playlist. This is our watch list. So lately I haven't really watched it's hard for me to sit down and watch TV for a while because normally I'm old, and what happens when you sit down when you're old, you tend to just fall asleep, right? True? Is that what happens?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah. So Stranger Things is mostly what we watched the last couple of weeks. I think that Ashley and I watched the first 3 seasons a couple of weekends ago. And then this last weekend, you came over and we watched all of season 4, which I don't remember watching the end of season 4 when it first came out. I remember watching everything up until like the last episode because I just can't remember how it ended.
The last episode, right?
Well, the very last episode, whatever, episode number 9, I think there was 9 episodes, but they kind of broke it up into 2, like, hey, here's the first 7 episodes or something, and then a few weeks later they had the next 2 episodes, and I just don't remember watching that very last episode. But anyway, so I finally got to see the end of it, and now I do remember bits and pieces of it, but now I've fully seen all of season 4. And in November, I'm so ready for season 5 to come out. So that's part of the reason why we started watching all of the seasons again, because Ashley had never seen it before. So we're kind of at that point where we're caught up waiting for November. What else have I watched? So we watched this movie the other night called The Electric State. It's on Netflix. So many people that we've seen in other movies. But the star was Millie Bobby Brown, who's from Stranger Things. What's his name?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I can never remember his name, but Chris Pratt from what's he in?
Uh
With the raccoon and Groot.
oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's also in
He's in a lot of stuff.
the Mario movie. He's Mario.
Oh yeah. Is he?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of a Saturday Night Live skit where somebody that Pascal dude played Mario in the Saturday Night Live skit.
The one where it's the end of the world.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But who? I mean, so George Costanza was in it. I don't know. Jason Alexander. Yeah. There were so many people in that movie. I just thought it was really good. So I'm trying to think of what else. Well, so then last night. Well, I'll let you tell what we watched last night because I know it's not on your list, but.
Well, it's the darnest thing. I don't remember.
You don't remember? That's how good it was. You picked it out.
Oh, hey. We watched a really good movie. I've seen it about 4 times before, but I just like to rewatch things over and over again. So like this is about the time of year that I wanted to watch it again. So it's a movie called Sea Beast. And for me, I really like pirates, and pirates are really cool. And I'm working on watching Pirates Caribbean all the way through the 5th one. But I just want to watch this the last night. Was it last night or the 2 nights ago?
Last night.
Last night. Yeah, I just wanted to watch this last night. Basically, I mean, did I already say it's called Sea Beast?
Yep.
And basically, it's a fun little cute 3D animated movie. And
we didn't watch it in 3D.
Yeah, we didn't have our 3D glasses this time. But yeah, it was really good. Basically, it's about this dude who's a monster hunter or a sea beast hunter, and then this little girl who escaped from a what is it called?
An orphanage.
Because
and her parents were killed as these sea beast hunters. Yeah.
And basically, she and this hardcore, I don't want to call him really hardcore, but he's like one of the biggest sea beast hunters.
He's like the first mate under the captain on this ship she stows away on.
Yeah, so she stows away, and sorry, spoilers, guys. And it was really good to where you see this kind of contrast because she's starting to like the monsters, and then he still doesn't really like the monsters. But then towards the end of the movie, they both like the monsters, and he kind of switches sides and protects this monster. And then the monster is a good dude, but then he accidentally hurts the girl, and she kind of loses her trust a little bit. But and then at the end of the movie, they get rid of the king and the queen who have been telling everybody that the monsters are bad, but the monsters are good.
Yep.
And so the king and queen, I don't know what happens to them. I guess they get thrown in jail or something, executed probably.
I don't think we know what happens to them, so I think it's just kind of like a.
They probably do a live hanging. Not in the movie, but
they don't do that
probably afterwards.
Possibly, if we want to go down that path.
It's the right time frame.
Maybe they just put them in exile or something. So I think it's just kind of like a good story. Kind of shows us that not everything that we read is real. Not everything that if someone says this person or this thing is a bad thing, they're not really bad. There's usually other agendas associated with it. So it's kind of just saying, hey, give people the benefit of the doubt before you judge them yourselves, because you might be getting bad information. So that's kind of what that little girl ended up finding out, because she had been reading the books that have been around for hundreds of years that have been saying that these things were killers, that they wanted to kill all the people, blah blah blah. Yeah. And turns out it wasn't the case. So that was good.
It was a really sweet, warm heart, warm felt movie. It was a good movie to watch.
Yeah, it was good. So I only fell asleep once. In that regard, I give it 1 sleeps.
1 sleeps.
One sleeps and 4.5 stars.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a good movie,
It
really.
was a good movie. Alright, so we did let's see, it was me, is you, Ashley, and I think Kenny showed up for the very end. So we were watching Stranger Things, and us three, me, my dad, and Ashley, we were watching it, Stranger Things season 4, and I just joined in on season 4 because they were already there, so they rewound it by an episode or two.
Oh, yeah.
So we watched all the way through, all the way up until like the last 2 episodes, and then Kenley joined in and was like, "All right, I'm watching too." So then we finished it, but now I kind of want to go back. So I've been watching season 1. So I kind of like I started at season 4, finished, and then now I'm going back to probably the end of season 3. And I'm already on the 6th, 7th episode of season 1, and so yeah, Stranger Things. I've also been rewatching Seinfeld a little bit because Seinfeld is just amazing, and I know people have some opinions about him, but I don't know. I like his jokes. I like his type of jokes. How he tells his jokes. He's really funny, and his little show has got what 8, 9 seasons, 7. I don't know.
I don't know. It seems like a lot, but yeah, Seinfeld is funny. It's crazy though that he sees all these shows now that I had to watch back in the day, and it was before you could binge watch stuff, right? You had to like, hey, I'm watching Seinfeld, and then you watch 30 minutes of it, and then you got to wait a whole week before you could watch the next episode, which is the craziest thing to anybody today. You don't know what that means,
Yeah.
right? Because most people don't watch TV that way anymore. So it's I don't know. It's just it is what it is. It's funny in that regard. So, but yeah. All right. Anything else?
Real quick, I will say for you people in chat and the viewers, if y'all want to chat, y'all can. If y'all already are chatting, we have a segment a little bit later, I think. You have it up here, right?
Yeah.
We have it. So we acknowledge you right now, but later on, once we get to that segment, it's towards the end. We just wanted to kind of like run through all this and then have our ending include talking about y'all.
If you want to say something, feel free. We want you to and be engaged. We do have a section devoted to reviewing our chats and shouting out to those people who wrote anything. So we appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, but we'll respond to y'all in a little bit. It should be coming up here soon in a couple more segments. We'll see. So our next, get ready for it to be a little bit glitchy. Our next segment is
never glitchy.
There we go.
Oh, weekly finds. It worked that time.
It did work that time.
Oh, look, we just got to get to the right thing.
Yep.
So here is so again, our little affiliate link is for a Lark bottle, previous Pure Vis 2. This particular bottle, I have it. I know you can't see me on the screen because we're showing that right now. But this bottle has 2 different sizes, and I have the larger one. I bought it specifically. I know it's a little bit more expensive for a water bottle, but it's not just a water bottle. It has a purity track, a purify track, and self-cleaning. Basically, in the lid, it has a UV light that flashes down into the bottle with the I think it's an aluminum liner that kills. I can't tell you what the percentages are, but almost all the bacteria, if not like 99.9 or something like that, kills the bacteria. It also has hydration tracking. I don't personally use the hydration tracking because I don't track it. A lot of people do like that feature. It has an essential bottle filter. So the other part of the filtration process, not only does the UV light kill the bacteria, the filter will catch anything else. So when I'm at home, I don't use the filter. I just use the filter in my fridge and fill the bottled water up and drink it that way. But traveling to anywhere we're going to go. So Boyd and I have a trip planned next year that we definitely want to take the water bottle, and to Peru, I do believe, if we're going to do our best to make that happen. But going over to Portugal this year, I used it. We drank tap water and just ran it through the thing all the time.
Switch it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. But yeah, and it has a rechargeable. So this is mine here, kind of deal. I like Now, I'm not a big bottled water drinker, but when I do, I like to chug it. So when I don't have the straw in there, it's easier to chug. When you have the straw, you have to keep it vertical to get the water out of the bottom up to the straw. And if you just want to chug some water to get your intake in, it has a little release valve up there so the air can go out, and you can hear it as you're drinking the water. So it's kind of interesting in that world. But it doesn't sound like metal, but it does somewhere. But I really like it. It's been a kind of a neat water bottle to be able to do. Again, check it out. There will be a link down below when we get this working. One thing I'll say about so far what we did today is we tried to do this live stream on the new YouTube channel that we created called
our new video podcast channel.
Yeah.
Like we're not getting rid of this one. This is my channel.
Yep.
But me and my dad are making a new channel.
A new channel just for the Weekly Fool, and we've already got it running. You've probably seen it on the Facebook that I've sent it out there. But right now they would not let us live stream because I just created it last night and I don't know what the deal is. We're going to try to figure that out. But Boyd has given up his channel that's somewhat devoted to gaming, and right now he's spending a lot of time with Sea of Thieves. So do us a favor, hit the like button on this video, but also subscribe to Boyd's channel and help his channel continue to grow. So appreciate that. But as time moves forward and we can get the ability to live stream on our new channel, we will be doing that. But at the end of the day, we will download our video off of Boyd's channel, upload it to our new channel. So we'll post that on Facebook and other places as well to let people know, hey, we've got a new video out there and check us out, and be sure to like it. And those affiliate links will be listed in the description for that video. So good times.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
It looks like we are doing a random fact.
Did we get that one?
Yeah, I can't see anything. Hold up. Yeah, we got that one. We have it somewhere.
All right.
Hold up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are we gonna do the Woo Pig City?
No.
There's
like, woo! No, not Woo Pig City. It's like, oh, random facts. All right. So random facts. So this is our second random facts.
Yeah.
So did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts and 2 of them stop beating when they swim? I had no idea this. That's why they prefer crawling. It's less tiring. Well, it goes back to that quote that I did, give a lazy person, it's like, yeah, they'll find the easier way of doing it. So octopuses have figured out that if they walk, it doesn't use up all 3 of their hearts and doesn't wear out their energy as much. So, and I will throw this out there. I don't know. I've seen so obviously I've been watching a lot of Netflix. So I think it's on Netflix anyway. I'm pretty sure there's a new documentary. It's probably months old by now, but that I've seen. I haven't seen the documentary. I want to watch it. It's about octopuses on Netflix, and it has Tracy Morgan. I don't know if Tracy Morgan is the whole thing, but he's in a lot of the trailer for it. And so I've flagged it so I can watch it at some point. So we'll be watching that at some point in the future. It just looks, not that I'm fascinated by octopus like Tracy Morgan must be, but it does look pretty interesting. It looks pretty funny. But it's a two episode documentary about octopuses. So anyway, moving on.
All right. It looks like we are moving on to unpopular opinions.
Unpopular opinions. So So this is a section where we name one thing that most people love, but we don't, and we each have our own here. So I'll throw this out there. Mine is coffee. I have always had a disdain for coffee. Never been able to drink it. Don't like the smell of it. Now, if you doctor it up enough with a lot of hazel, creamer and stuff like
French
that, whatever you
vanilla.
put in, yeah, French vanilla and stuff, then yeah, I can smell it. I still don't want to taste it. Um, so most everybody loves coffee, but that's one of those things that I'm just like, nope, not. I am not a fan of it whatsoever. Tried it. Oh, different people have tried it. It was, oh, you got to try this. You got to try this. No, no, no. I can't get past the smell and taste. Um, it's not that I don't want to like it. I want to like it. I want to fit in, right? But no, I can't. And don't get me started with tiramisu, right? I love everything Italian except tiramisu. Why? Because they put coffee in it. They soak those little cookies in coffee and then put all this other delicious stuff around it just to try to mask the flavor of the coffee, is my thought anyway, but it never does. So you got to have some pretty weak tiramisu for me to be able to eat that stuff because I just like, no, no, no. I taste the coffee and it stays in my mouth for like 3 days. So no. And then what drives me absolutely crazy if somebody tries to give me some ice cream and it turns out it's coffee ice cream. I'm like, who in their right mind? It's almost as bad as like putting chocolate chip mint in your ice cream. Who wants toothpaste in your ice cream? Nobody wants toothpaste in your ice cream. Nobody wants coffee in your ice cream. Any thoughts about that?
For me, I love ice cream. I drink it.
We all love ice cream. What about
sorry,
coffee?
I mean, I love ice cream, but for me, I do love some coffee in the mornings. Although we don't have any here. At another location, I drink my coffee every morning, every day. I wake up, coffee. Give a little one pump of French vanilla, and then a little bit of cinnamon in it, and a little creamer too. It's like a cappuccino. It's my own creation of the cappuccino.
So it
It's so
sounds like a
good.
dessert coffee.
No,
It's not. It's yeah.
it's really good
I
though.
mean, I don't care. I'm not drinking it anyway, but still. So
It's really good. But on my unpopular opinion, so his was coffee, mine is watermelon.
what?
I really do not like watermelon. And I will say I am allergic to it. I am like not really bad allergic to it, but it makes like it makes my throat feel like queasy, like I'm gonna throw up, and my stomach all like gurgly, and it's like ugh. And it gives me a big throw up feeling. And same thing happens with like cantaloupes and like honeydew.
Bananas.
For some reason, it reaches over to bananas too, but I like bananas. That's the crazy thing. I like bananas, but
It's
I'm
weird.
I'm allergic to them, and I just feel terrible whenever I eat them. Um, but watermelon has got to be like lowest on the list of foods that I don't like. It is disgusting. It's got a it I don't know. It's got a terrible like it's kind of sweet, but then it's like disgusting kind of sweet. I don't know what it is. It's disgusting, and I will never willingly eat it.
I guess that just leaves more for me.
Yeah.
Because we were going through the watermelon last summer, and I'm ready for Arkansas watermelons to be ready. I keep seeing people saying, where can I get some local watermelon, not at a supermarket? I'm like, I don't think they're ready yet. It's not late enough in July. But I'm looking forward to some watermelon. I know, and so I'll try to get them when you're not here. It's like, hey, we're having watermelon for dinner. I was like, what? Anyway, so yeah. All right, cool. All right. Next version of dad jokes. All right, so
This one's a split in two, kind of.
ooh, look at this one. Oh yeah, this is our last segment of dad jokes. Um, so I have many hidden talents.
Like what?
I don't know. They're all hidden.
Dad jokes.
Boom. Yes, that's what I like.
All right, let's do one more for the road since it's our last one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know if I've seen this. No, I have seen this one. Okay. I went to the bookstore yesterday. I saw a book that said how to solve 50% of your problems. So I bought two.
Dad jokes.
All right, you might need three. I'm not so sure. We better get you three of them.
Goodness. I like those two. They're both pretty good.
All right, so
Hold up.
this next
Hold up.
section,
Wait.
do we have it?
Yeah.
Do we have it? Oh, nonprofit of the week.
Yep.
So we want to do this show, and we want to have fun doing it. But it's just something that we want to be able to give back.
We want to help out others.
Yeah. So I have really, over the past, getting older, I've realized that everything's not about me, and I know that's probably for some people that might be watching this might find that hard to comprehend or whatever. But I do look for different ways that we can give back to our community. Different ways. I coached boys soccer, and then he moved up to a level where I wasn't able to coach. So I continued coaching other kids. I was coaching teams that I didn't know who they were. Right. I got to know them and their families, but that was kind of a fun thing. And I really, through coaching soccer and doing that stuff, started looking for other opportunities to be able to give back. And so this is just one little way that we can potentially shed light on things in our community that could help those entities. So we're looking for different things every week to where we can shed light on them. And today we're going to. Oh well, so I was supposed to read the line, right?
We have a little skit written up.
So here's where we want to shed a spotlight on a local nonprofit to show what they do and how we can help.
So this week our spotlight is on the Bryant Animal Control and Adoption Center. And so I know when you first think animal control, we've done a little bit of research, but we haven't seen anything about the actual because people say that animal control places usually are include pounds to put down dogs and animals.
So basically, we don't know all there is to what the Bryant City Animal Control does. They do go pick up stray animals and try to catch them, and so they're not a nuisance to other people and or themselves, and they do advertise the lost pets for the community if the community. So the first place you should go in the city of Bryant is to go to their website to see if they've lost it, if they found a lost animal. But also they have an adoption center, and that's the main portion that we're going to be looking at today. So if you want to pull that up, we can take a look at it. So yeah, we just want to do a spotlight, look at a couple of the dogs and cats that they have out there.
It glitches a little, but I think, can you hear us? Yep. Okay. So let's get it pulled up. So here we have the Bryant Animal Control website, and you can see this cute little video of a chicken nugget. This dog's name right here is Chicken Nugget, and we've seen this video, and it's a cute little dog. Look at him with his little smile and his tongue out. His name is Chicken Nugget. It's quite interesting name, but it's a cute little puppy dog.
So yeah, they got a lot of things on this site. Keep scrolling down. Upcoming events and stuff like that. Their services. So you can see different services, adoption and shelter, how to help, and licensing permits. So go to the adoption and shelter. So here's where you can go in and adopt pets. So they provide many services to the community. So all these kinds of things. Let's keep going. How you can bring a pet to the shelter. If you're in a situation you can't take care of a pet, you don't want to just dump it somewhere. So bring it into the shelter, and they will they'll try to find a home for it. So adopting a pet at the shelter or offsite gives you some information about that and their hours. So let's go on up to where was it? No, over to
I thought it was over. No,
adopt a pet.
Adopt a pet. Here it
Yeah,
is.
adopt a pet. I think they use well, I don't know how they do this, but it goes
Pet
through
Finder.
Pet Finder. So, and here's some dogs and cats that they have. So Boyd was falling in love with this one Bane right there in the upper right hand corner. So click on that. So Bane here has several pictures of him. He's just a real cute little dog. And just, you know, if you are in a place where you might be looking for a pet for yourself, for your kids or whatever, you might check out the adoption center with the city of Bryant and see if they have any that you might want to help out. So that would be an awesome thing.
I mean, just look at this puppy dog. This
Yeah.
one's name is Bane, and I was trying to get Dad to bring
It's
him
like,
home.
hey, we need another dog. We need another dog. And it's like, hey, we got one too many as it is.
He's such a pretty boy. Yeah.
So anyway, what else is on here? There's one other thing I wanted to look at.
There's Bagel. Bagel's such a cute name. Cricket.
Yeah, several dogs, several cats. So be sure to check it out. And at least if you know that you can help these dogs out, or if you've got resources or funds that you want to donate. Also, I'm going to tell you guys, go back up to the top and close this window and go back to that adoption one. So scroll up to the top and go to how to help
There it is.
and scroll down. So monetary donations, donating items at the shelter, donation drives, and volunteer. So if you happen to be like Boyd's age in the state, and I'll tell you in the state of Arkansas, they just passed legislation that says to graduate high school, you have to have X number of volunteer hours for nonprofits every year. And you have to have well, I don't remember what the maximum is. It seems like
75 hours.
75 hours. So 25 per year. So this would be a great opportunity or a great place to get your 25 hours per year in is to volunteering, helping these animals, taking care of them, making sure that they are clean and whatever else. I don't know what all opportunities there are, but I know that kids can make a difference in helping their community by volunteering at the adoption center within the city of Bryant. So that's all I had.
Yeah, I just I've been thinking about it, and I might need to do this, and it's probably one of the better things to do. Especially if you're a animal lover, a dog lover, cat lover, any of the type, and also not in our region, but maybe if you're outside of the range for the Bryant Animal Control and Adoption Center. If you go out of this, they have more than just cats and dogs. They have animals like let me pull it up. I don't know. I saw lizards, rabbits. You can get lizards and rabbits. I don't know how to go back to that, but
It's probably if you go to the
all
link
pet types,
from
yeah.
in there, it probably just shows you ones directly in Bryant. But
Yeah.
if you put in a different zip codes or different things like that, then you can go and look at for different things as well. So
Yeah.
because this is the Pet Finder is not a website that's tied to the Bryant Animal Control and
Yeah, that's
Adoption
true.
Center. It's just one they use to list their animals as well.
But I just want to show the pet finder if you ever need a little like a rabbit or a small and furry animal like a rat or like probably a ferret. They have those horses, birds, scales, fins, and other. So like you can probably get big old hammerhead shark in your house.
I don't know about that.
Oh, look at these cute babies. That's a big old lizard. There's a turtle. That one's I think that's the dragon one, bearded
I
dragon.
don't know if that's a gecko.
That's
Oh,
a
it is bearded dragon. Yeah.
This one too. This one too.
Interesting.
Sir Marley. These are so cute. A bunch. Oh, that one got a mouth open. Oh, a snake. Here, wait. We might have to get this one for the house. And it shows you on here, like some of their more about their name and like how they got there and more information about them. And this one looks like I don't see a price on them because sometimes they'll throw a price on here. So I don't know, maybe it's free. It shows him his weight, his color. He's a cute little. I was about to say puppy dog. No, he's a snake. He's a cute little snake. But yeah. So yeah,
Sorry
there's
about
just
that.
all those little puppy dogs and snakes and cats and all those things you can find on Pet Finder. But our main promo right now is the Bryant Animal Control and Animal Shelter. So go check out those.
We'll put a link to their website in the description below our video for this particular video. And then we'll figure out something else to promote next week. So
Yeah.
that's just our little way of giving back and hopefully bringing the spotlight to an organization that normally doesn't get a lot of funding or a lot of help. So yeah.
So here I gotta change the transition on this one now. So our next what is it called? Segment. Our next segment is the Wheel of Names. Now here, this is called the random segment, and I forgot to add the extra couple ones, but
That's all right.
It's all right.
We'll probably sneak them in anyway.
Yeah.
So basically, we want to have a randomizer for some segments that didn't make the cut this week.
Yeah.
To see if we're going to be forced to put them in next week's show, whether we want to or not. So you can see like this list has things like what is this say?
Trivia.
Oh yeah.
Financial education advice. Video game of the week. News flash. Improv game. That game's kind of fun. Rapid fire questions. Movie review. And I don't know about that one because we already have, but we'll see. We already have that watching thing, but movie review we'll probably talk about mainly about one movie right there. Word of the week, top 5 list what if scenarios, listener / comments / Q&A, random card game. So it's just a bunch of different little segments that we came up that didn't make the cut for this one. And we'll probably include like a couple of these for the next one, but this way y'all will get, I guess, like a sneak peek at what is to come for next week.
So a lot of the things that we did today will be recurring.
Yeah.
These ones might not recur as often.
All of these might not recur as often.
So
but
yeah.
The ones.
Let's hit the spin button.
All right.
Let's see what happens. What are we going to do next week? And then who's going to write this down? I guess we can look back at the video so we can remember which one.
Yeah. It looks like we're doing the improv game.
So the improv game is. Oh, look at that. We got.
It's lagging my computer.
We got confetti and everything. So like the improv game is more like what is that one? Is that the one where we do the words and just say like a 10 word sentence or something?
So basically, we'll give a little rundown right here. So basically, you have to have at least, I guess, 10 words, and it's a little story. I think it's 10 words or less. Actually, I don't really know. I kind of saw
whatever
this
we want it to be
in a show Community, if you know, and they did this 10 little word thing just for fun on there, and I thought it would be a good idea to implement this into our little thing. So basically, you say 10 words or less, and I'll say the first word, he says the next word, and then it goes back and forth until someone says like the end or something, or like the end, or just like, I guess, period would be a word.
Yeah, come up with just silly sentences and
Silly
stuff.
sentences, and just as a like a little story, and then we can talk a little bit about what our thoughts were
Yeah.
at the end.
All right. Cool. That sounds like fun.
Yep.
And
Chat review.
Chat review.
Oh, hold
do
up.
we have chat review
We
today?
do.
Oh, look at that. Chat review.
We
But do
have
we have any
review.
chat?
We
I
do
can't
have
see it.
chat. Look, so this whole
Even with
thing
my
right there,
glasses, I can't see
it
it.
is very small.
Is that the top or is that the bottom? Or is that all of it?
That's all of it.
Okay, so is it all one person?
It is all one person.
Who is that person?
Shout out to Kennedy or Kenny, any of the ways she wants to be called and named.
So Kennedy is our main chatter today. So let's see what all Kennedy says. So so Kennedy is Boyd's older sister, and she's getting ready for a excursion, we might say, for
Extraction? No.
1 to 2 years in Japan, and she is going to a language school outside of Nagoya. I don't know the name of the town. I probably couldn't pronounce it if you put it in front of me, but she just in the last couple weeks got her student visa that's good for 1 year and 3 months. And we're very proud of her for going through all that process to get that taken care of. Um, and they leave, I think, somewhere around the January 2nd, and she starts classes, I think, on not January, but July. July 2nd, and she starts classes on the 9th. So they're all going to go over there, get her set up in that, and yeah, and leave her there. So that's going to be kind of crazy. So we've all like not they have already had this stuff, but I've downloaded Discord, which is where all the kids do their communication nowadays, is my understanding. So we did some video chatting with Discord while I was in Portugal. So that was interesting. So I'm sure we'll be doing more of that, and maybe we'll have her on the show sometime and just she'll probably have to wake up, what is it, 14 hours. So let's say if we did it at 9 o'clock in the morning, she would probably be awake at 5 o'clock in the morning there. So she could be on our show or something.
In the afternoon.
No, if we did it at 9 o'clock at night, like on a Friday night.
Oh, you said in the morning.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we did it at 9 o'clock at night on a Friday night, which is kind of what we talked about, if we can do that, then that might be uh 12 hours would be 9 minus 2, so maybe 7 o'clock in the morning. That's not that bad.
Yeah, she'd be awake by then.
6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
She got school.
Yeah. So maybe we can get her to jump on an episode or two here and there and just let us know what's going on, how she's going. I know she's gonna have a little. She's gonna have a place where she can let people know what's going on in her life. So we may tag her.
She got a website she made.
Yeah, she made her own
scratch.
website. She's been doing that. She's helped one of my neighbors develop a website that is up and running now. So, and she's always looking for ways to make more money that she can do working remote. So if you need logos, if you need graphic design work, if you need that, then send us a message and we'll get her to hook up with you and figure that out. I know she has reasonable rates. But yeah, so she can definitely help out with that kind of stuff. She made our logo today, so shout out to Kennedy. Let's see, what did she say? She said, one, the mic is cutting out.
Yeah. So her first message.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank you. So she's kind of just helping us out here. So she said, "Do you have a microphone set up on the scene on OBS?" Then she said, "It seems to be working." So what?
So this is the mic.
Yeah, we'll probably advertise this someday.
Just in case any of my old employers are still watching this channel. Yes, I confiscated this from my job. When I don't think they're watching. So, but
had to be years ago.
That was pre 2019. So yeah. thank you to some old employers for some things that you might not have anymore, which, I know it just went to a storage container and all that stuff. So, yeah.
So she kept saying it seems to be working. Okay, and then we switched over to this microphone, and then she said, the microphone is way better. And then once we got to the Jaws part, she said, it's so funny because Jaws is so utterly inaccurate. It's so sad what they did to the image of sharks. It's more like that you would experience a champagne cork than being attacked by a shark.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, death from a champagne cork rather than a shark.
Needless to say, Kennedy likes the sharks.
Yeah.
They're still scary, but so are champagne corks.
Yeah.
So watch your eyes. You should probably wear protective goggles when opening champagne.
Yeah. Or if you do the, I saw this one clip from this show Emily in Paris. Spoilers, sorry.
I haven't seen it.
So basically, she's filming this one dude for like I don't know for her job, and the dude is he's got his wine glass or something, and he's just he has a sword and he does it and he clings it against and then hits the wine.
Oh yeah.
Thing
Shoot the top off the wine bottle.
And it's like I think it's traditional or something.
Yeah.
And it's just for a little video to like show him and his family, I guess. I don't know, for a company. And so after the third try of getting it right, because she was like, all right, can we do another one? And he was like, all right. And so he grabbed the sword and he shot his thumb straight off. Or cut his thumb straight off from the cork, from holding the cork. And yeah, I don't know. That's about it.
Maybe I won't watch that.
Maybe don't open a champagne with a sword, a knife.
So yeah, so evidently Kennedy is either our only viewer or the only one bold enough to write the comments. So thank you, Kennedy. We appreciate that. We appreciate you watching. I know there's a couple people watching, but for sure. But if you are watching, you made it this far and you haven't thrown up or anything, be sure to leave a comment. We would greatly appreciate it. We're going to try to have this section in every show at the end just so we can interact with family, friends, other people that want to start watching our show for whatever reason. So yeah, leave a comment. Now, to leave a comment, you do have to have a login to YouTube. So, but yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
One other thing about Kenny, I had a big brain idea. So do you know when Shark Week is? I know it's coming up, I think.
I have no idea.
I think it's coming up. It comes up in the summer, I think.
Probably.
But whenever Shark Week is, I say that is when we should have Kinley come in.
Yeah, maybe so. She could probably shed some light on why not to trust what was in the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
And Jaws 2 and Jaws 3 and Jaws 4. And I'm gonna tell you this about Jaws 2, Jaws 3, Jaws 4 is the animatronics just got worse and worse. Jaws 3 in 3D was absolutely horrible. Okay? But Jaws 1 was a great movie. So anyway.
We could probably do a theme our stream around the idea of sharks, or at least like Shark Week.
Yeah. Maybe we can borrow those shark pajamas that Kennedy has and wear them during the show.
Well, history that week ought to be a really big. We ought to have like a whole bunch of good options and like probably a whole bunch of people like dying during Shark Week because they were trying to make like I don't know, Shark Week documentary.
It's either that or champagne corks. It's like, yeah, it's hit or miss. So we'll figure that out. All right. Anything else? Do we have a section thing for this one?
Yes, we do. In fact, it is a very good one.
So we're coming to the end of our show here. So we do appreciate everybody, but let's see if we have one
last transition
screen. Oh,
Ooh.
episode recap. So, all right, folks, that's going to do it for our first episode of the Weekly
That's
Fools. Oh, I read Boyd's line. Dang it. All right, let's start over.
Goodness. All right.
Show it again.
All right. Wait. Redo.
Take two.
All right, folks. That's gonna do it for our very first episode of the Weekly Fools.
All right, today we dropped some wisdom from Chrysler to Yoda. Got historical with Washington and Sally Ride and McDonald's. And yes, we absolutely overused dad jokes. You're welcome.
Goodness. We even learned about octopuses and that they have 3 hearts. And like, I kind of knew that, but did you know that?
I had no idea.
But then I didn't know they stop 2 of their hearts to walk to crawl. I didn't know that.
Mm,
But we also learned that you should never double dip without flipping the chip.
yep.
And that Dad is still not over the Razorbacks' loss in the College World Series
Not even close.
after his
Woo Pig Suey.
giant rant about it earlier.
Dude, I think you knew about flipping the chip like 15 years ago when you were born. That's
Yeah.
probably the first thing I ever said.
And then big shout out to our local spotlight, Bryant Animal Control and Adoption Center. Check them out and support some paws down below.
And thank you for hanging out with us.
Wait, you gotta say.
Oh, and thank you for hanging out with us. If you laughed, groaned, or accidentally learned something, hit that like button. Drop us a comment and subscribe for more foolishness. Again, like I said before, we're going to be moving this video over to our new channel, and we want you to subscribe over there. But don't forget to subscribe to Boyd's channel too. Oh,
All right. It fits better. It feels...
Until next time.
No. Wherever it is, I don't. All right. See you guys next time.